Hey folks, welcome to Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle. I want to pause for just a moment today and not really to offer up a huge shout out, more or less a little tiny shout out, because this is much more of a prayer request than anything else. And so what I'm asking you to do today, if you please would, pause what you're doing, just take a moment out of your day today. I know you're busy, but offer up a prayer, if you would, on behalf of my good friend, William Campbell. Now, William Campbell, like many of us, has been awaiting transplant for a number of months. As a matter of fact, William has actually been in the hospital now, going on toward that 6th and even that 7th month mark. And so, as you know as well as I do, being in the hospital a few days, maybe a week or so, is very difficult. Being in the hospital for months on end nearly sometimes seems impossible. Now, I'm thankful to report that William has great spirits. He's upbeat about this. He's, doing the best he can, but that also takes a toll on us. You can kind of see him beginning to weaken just a little bit physically as well as emotionally. I know that has to be the case. Now, William is actually, in addition to that, already on his 3rd LVAD device. So you can see he hadn't met with a lot of success with the LVAD. Thankfully, right now, it is pretty much maintaining his body. It's allowing him to survive, and we're grateful for that. But we still need to pray forward for his transplant. So I just want to ask you today, if you would please do that. Please stop and say a prayer for William Campbell, that whatever the will of God is, if it includes transplant, that it come as soon as it's needed and is possible. That would really make me feel better about this situation. I know it would him as well as his wonderful wife. Now, we add one more thing about William for you that I'm sure you would want to know, and that is William is a tremendous encourager, okay? I don't know how many people, I can't even count the number of people probably, that William has watched go outside of the hospital wing there, right there on the floor, and ring that bell. Ringing the bell in some hospitals like UAB is a victory ring. It means that you found life, as they ring the bell of life before they leave the hospital with their wonderful gift of life. And William has been there at nearly all of those. He's seen many people ring the bell. He's always been the first there to encourage, to cheer them on, to give them a pat on the back or a hug. But I know that has to be difficult because he, to this point, has not been the guy ringing the bell. And every time I've gone to visit him, I tell him, I'm not coming back until I see you somewhere else, until you've got this transplant. Unfortunately, I keep coming back to visit, and he keeps being there, okay? So he certainly needs your prayers for courage, for strength, and for whatever possibility is available for him. I know you as a Transplant Helper community are willing to do that. So right now, William, I'm offering to you not a huge shout out, just a little one. We're saving the huge shout out for the transplant, but I'm offering to you a little shout out to you, to your wife, to your family. I want you to know I, Jim Merle, I'm certainly praying for you, and now everyone else can do the same. I just really appreciate it in advance. William, you can do this. You just keep on keeping on. Stick with this. I promise you it'll be worth it when this is all done. With that said, William, to you as well as to the entire Transplant Helper community, stay stronger, friends.